Hey there everyone, this is our week 2 class update and just wanted to touch base with everyone on what's going on in the Portfolio Project 3 course. This week you've been working on your logo design and it looks like at least one of you has already turned this in, but just to go over what's required for this particular activity. Again, you are creating a logo for your portfolio subject. This is going to be added to the style guide document that you created in Portfolio Project 2, so hopefully you've held on to that file and you can revisit that this month. And you're going to go to that logo page that was included in the template. You didn't touch that back in Portfolio 2. Now you're going to fill that in. Include your original logo design that should represent your subject, demonstrating their brand colors and their brand personality and identity in some way. It should be free of all copyrighted material unless it's directly related to your subject. You get a bit of a pass this time around, but on that there's some flexibility. But really, for the most part, you still want to avoid any kind of copyright infringement. And then you will embed that into the document along with a written segment detailing the logo's usage, including any kind of requirements for its use or prohibitions against its usage in certain situations. I showed you some examples last week in the go-to session. I realized I had forgotten to upload those to the assignments, but they are there now. You can take a look at those, and if you've already turned in your assignment, it's still open, I think, until midnight tonight, and if you want to do any changes, you still have that option as well. You can always upload a second version. And I will find that, and I will differentiate which one is the intended final draft. But here, again, are those examples, and I'll let you read these on your own rather than me reciting them to you. Just make note of the logo usage in particular and variations if you have different versions of the logo. So the big project this month, again, is the video project, and you're doing this in installments. This week's component of the video project is the video outline or storyboard. I hesitate to call this a storyboard because it really is not quite that involved. This activity involves two parts. One is the outline itself, which is sort of a rough breakdown of the video as you envision it, indicating what kind of visuals you want to include, what kind of audio components you plan to include, and lining those up on a timeline. I've provided a template that you are free to use, but you could use a different format if you wish, if something would work better for you. So what you want to do is show an indication of how much time each clip or each graphic segment would take up on within the video's overall playtime, and also indicate the audio that would go along with those sections. The other component is the asset list, and this will be a listing of all the shots, the video footage that you need to take, images and photos that you need to collect, background music or theme music that you'll need to find or produce, as well as any voiceover or any sound that you will need to record, or anything that you need to locate as far as sound effects and so forth. And I have an example that I want to show. Actually, I don't have examples of this specific assignment because you guys are the first ones to complete this project. But just to give you an idea of what this might look like, again, it's not a script, so I'm not expecting to see you have this video fully scripted at this point or storyboarded, but just an indication of, say, the general idea what you had in mind. For example, what I had here, these are just some very simple examples. If you have a title graphic that you want to display at the beginning, indicate that. Any kind of graphics, you would just label those, and you can merge these table cells if a certain component runs longer than 5 seconds. Just merge the cells to indicate that, to show how long that part lasts. So I have a title slide, a shot. This would be video footage, a long shot of a woman and a man walking together in a sunny park with happy expressions, and the audio is simply the natural ambient sounds from that park, so just whatever the camera picks up. And with the title slide, I've indicated there's theme music. So this is kind of the format that I'll be looking for. And then scrolling down to the asset list, you could refer back to what you outlined here, and that would make it easy to create this list. Just kind of record what specific elements you need to collect. So if you need to record footage, if you want to look for stock footage, if you need to create audio voiceover or find music somewhere, you would add that to this list. And so the idea is that you would have a complete list of all the elements that you would need to put this video project together, and you can use this as a checklist. So as you're producing the video coming up in the coming week, you can refer back to this and make sure you have everything that you're going to need and not leave it up to chance. And going back to my slides, that's really what we're doing this week. It's not a huge task, but it will take you a bit of time. This is really sort of a video or a media planning exercise, because advanced planning really is key to avoid any kind of rework or any kind of mistakes or oversights down the road. As I mentioned just now, you will be creating your video this next week. So you'll be creating your rough cut, your assembly cut, I believe it's called, and providing that a week from Sunday. So it is time to start getting to work on the videos. As you create that asset list, don't hesitate to get the ball rolling with recording footage and so on. Your assembly cut that's due a week from Sunday is going to be sort of the rough draft. You'll have some footage and components in there that are not going to be left in for the final, but it's sort of your part of your decision-making process. If you're undecided on certain scenes or certain clips to include, those would be in there for the assembly cut, but then likely cut out once the final draft, trimmed down and edited to the final draft or the final cut in week 3. Or I guess that would be 4. Let me know if you have any questions, any concerns, if you're running into any problems at all, and I will be happy to help you. If you have any concerns about video editing or audio editing, also let me know, and I can always bring Renee Otero or Robert Wawu into the course and have them give their input as well. So hope this goes well, and I hope you guys will have fun with this, and looking forward to seeing how these projects turn out.